special edition. I'm Chris.
I'm Trav.
And you are Toasting with the Travises. And we got a very, very special guest. We are anointed by stardom today. I'm excited. So I think I should let you do this introduction.
I did an introduction the other day in one of our Toasting with the Travis segments, but I don't think it really hit the mark. So instead of us just talking about what it is to be a star, instead of us talking about what greatness is, instead of us trying to imagine what greatness is, we can see it right here live in the flesh.
We just brought it in.
We can see it live in the flesh. And for those that really didn't think, oh, this is mom, yes, it is.
I told y'all, I got proof now. See, I got proof.
Without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you all my superstar and the world's superstar, Miss Nellie Tiger Travis.
Hey, what's going on? It is so lovely and awesomely thoughtful of you to invite me.
Wow.
I do a lot of interviews in life, and this has to be one of the most special ones, and I can't wait.
Oh.
Y'all heard that? This lady was on the Jimmy Fallon Show.
Yes.
And she just said that come in here with us. Look,
y'all heard it.
Y'all send that to Jimmy Fallon.
Y'all heard it.
Y'all said that.
I tell you one thing. This is probably by far the best interview that I will ever have, because it's of a person who I admire. Again, this is my shero. This is my protector, my provider. This is my everything. So we just got to jump straight into it. What you think?
Let's do it.
So we're gonna ask some questions.
We're gonna ask some questions.
Don't get too scared. It's not gonna be like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but you can phone a friend if you want to.
Okay.
So we get right into. Well, how about you just give us a little bit? Tell us who Nellie Tiger Travis is.
Yes.
I am the mother of 3 handsome young men. This happened to be the middle son, and I have my oldest son, Larry, and baby boy, the real baby boy, Dwayne. So I am a recording artist, internationally known. And I've been professionally, hopefully next year I'll be celebrating 35 years in the industry.
People don't get that.
35
People don't get that. I don't know if y'all see how hard that hit.
And she's still here, y'all.
Praise God.
Still doing it.
That's
and
right.
doing it big. Okay. You got something new on the horizon, eh?
I just released, we just released the record on August 7th on all major digital platforms. And the song is called "You Should Have Kept Your Man at Home."
Y'all gotta listen to it.
Kept your man at home there.
You should have kept your man at home. You should have kept your man at home. That's what you should have did. You should have.
Y'all gotta go and get it though. It's a really nice song.
We'll put the link in.
I'm working on other stuff as well. We can probably talk about later on in this show.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So we're gonna ease into this. We're gonna start off with what I feel are some pretty easy questions.
Make it smooth. Okay.
First question: what song is your favorite song to sing?
That's a great question. Well, I've actually I did a cover. I recovered one of Etta James' songs.
Okay.
And
my favorite
normally, I know everyone would probably think I would be saying one of my own. There are great ones of my own that I love. But however, it was just something about the Etta James song. I'd rather go blind.
It's my birthday, want you to go, baby. Well. But if you have to leave, yes. I don't have to cry no more. I'll get up on bed and leave.
On numerous occasions. I actually recorded it for a Japanese label, and I also I sang it one year at the Chicago Blues Festival, and the people in the pit that were videoing and taking pictures, they were crying.
Oh wow.
And And when I saw that, because I normally put the mic down and just wail it without the microphone, and that's exciting for people. So
yeah,
they just had it, and that year, I mean, I was all over every television.
Oh, man.
So, you know,
that's actually my favorite.
I'd rather go
too.
blind.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs to sing.
I want to surely tell a quick story about what the Country Club Hills Theater.
Oh
yeah.
yes.
So we were there. It was still brand new, and she was performing at the Country Club Hills Theater, and their audio went out. And when she says she put the mic down and she just belts it out, she belted out Etta James' "I'd Rather Go Blind," and you could hear
The
her.
acoustic in the stadium was
Yes.
heaven.
I mean,
Yes.
everybody was in tears.
Do you remember who I opened for that night? Gladys Knight.
That was Gladys Knight night.
Yeah.
We done been to so many shows. That was Gladys Knight night.
Yes, that
And
was the night
and
I
she was in
opened for
tears
Gladys.
that night too, because
Yes.
she loved us and we ain't
It
gonna
was
talk
awesome.
about
It was awesome.
that. But yeah,
That's
I like
dope.
that.
Yes.
That's probably my favorite. You want to tell her your favorite since we're talking about
My favorite is one that you might not remember. Hint, hint.
No,
Good one.
they're getting ready to.
Good.
They're getting ready
They
to.
get
Good one.
My favorite is Amnesia. When I tell you the emotion and the pure raw energy behind that song, and that comes through in the notes, in the listen.
It's a good mess.
If you're not the type to cry to a song, I bet you $10 you'll cry to this one.
Actually, speaking of Amnesia, I'm getting ready to release that album.
What?
See,
I'm getting ready to release
Look,
the
y'all
album
heard it
on,
here.
you about to
on
shake the game
Amnesia, and
up.
that was a song I wrote in Greece in 1998.
Wow.
And we're getting ready to make it pop, swing, snap, crackle, and pop.
There you go.
So I'm putting it out myself. It's been long overdue.
Yeah.
It's an older song, but it's all natural music.
Timeless.
It's all instruments. So I'm excited about it, and that's his favorite song
Yes.
and my oldest son. Both of them, they always
time.
talk
Oh, yeah.
about everything together anyway. So they'll fight about the song.
What is your biggest pet peeve in the music industry?
My biggest pet peeve in the music industry is that the fact that, you know, I do Southern Soul, I do blues. In the Southern Soul market, my biggest pet peeve is the fact that we can't seem to get together and love one another. Instead it's always animosity, or this
Yeah.
person talking about that person or that person. That's the biggest one. And it's like, guys, and especially now, it's like, we're in a pandemic. Are you guys kidding me?
Right.
Everybody should be on their knees praying, if you ask me.
Right.
But that's one of them, and everybody's not that way. And you know who you are, and if the shoe fit, I say wear it. But however, yes. But however, I mean, you know, like I said, if it's you, it's you. If it's not, it's not. But the thing is, we just need to come together and love each other more.
Yeah.
And in the blues scene, a lot of people will take gigs for little or nothing because they got a big check coming for the month or the week or whatever. That's one of my peeves. And the thing is, with that one, everybody else, because of what you're doing, everybody else that are not of our color are getting paid more, and we still sitting here because you want to act like you the big thing. You want to push me out of a slot for a gig because you got money.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's one of them for the blues market. But other than that, the industry, it can be popping if everybody's just on the same accord.
Wow. Didn't we just talk about the
We were
crab
just
in the
talking
barrel?
about just being more united.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow. That's right.
But
I'm
you still
a
here.
witness.
Yeah.
Almost 35
Still
years.
here.
Still
Still here. And I can tell you, I have been in the presence of so many greats, and I happened to just end up there. It's not like, I mean, I went there because this was my life and what I wanted to do.
Right.
And to mention Tyrone Davis, to mention Lil Milton Campbell, to mention Denise LaSalle, to be friends and a new daughter of Coco Taylor's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. Lenny Williams.
King.
So BB King. I mean, BB was like, I opened for BB King, and he goes, when he got ready to come up, he said, y'all give it up for that girl that was doing all that wailing. What's her name? Y'all get her number for me. You know, that's some old school stuff.
Yeah.
You said that girl that was wailing like that. But that is a big deal for me.
Yeah.
And I got more. I'm just learning now. I got more accolades than I knew.
Right.
You know, all the credit that I got. But it was still a struggle for me when I moved to Chicago in the early '90s. I was on every billboard, but I wasn't getting paid. But I was on every billboard, and I was cute.
Yeah.
And I was singing on every show. So that and with that being said, I just kept going because that was my life. I had worked corporate. I had worked corporate companies and. There's too much mess. You know, I know as you see, it's mess everywhere you go, but that wasn't my thing. I started out wanting to be a beauty queen, but here I am. I'm beautiful, and I still have music.
My beauty queen.
Been all over the world.
Beauty queen and music. People say I look just like her.
She does.
Right.
She does. She's my daughter and my daughter-in-law. We'll figure out how it happened one day.
That's probably crazy. I don't know.
But you talked about just some of your past experiences, so let's kind of stay on that. Mm-hmm. If you weren't singing, what would you be doing right now? That's exactly,
if I wasn't singing, I think in another life, I would have been Miss America.
There you go.
That home of the brave, the land of the free and home of the brave. Yes, I always wanted to be. I was always this glamour girl. Just wanted to be a queen, and I remember one year I was in my early adult. I think I may have been out of high school then, and this girl, me and my sisters tricked them. We used to go uptown, and the girl say, "Dang girl, every time I see you be dressed so nice," she said, "You ought to be in Hollywood." You know, and then in my mind I'm like, "Oh, Hollywood." So now I'm thinking that if she said Hollywood, that's a big deal. So that was a big deal then. So I think now all of that was part of helping me to keep on going.
Yeah.
You know, to hear them say great things about it.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I like that.
That's what's up. So it is.
Yeah.
It really is.
And it runs in the genes, not directly the second generation, because them grandkids of hers, they think they Hollywood stars too.
They are stars because they are my stars.
So just thinking about everything that you talked about so far, we know there were some struggles. We know there was a lot of successes, things like that. What advice would you give an up-and-coming female artist in the music industry?
I would say to an upcoming female artist in the industry to read, learn all about the business as much as you can, and don't ever stoop to a level where you have to sleep with someone to get it done. And I say that because I had that instance. I had that to happen to me in LA. And another thing, contracts are not guaranteed to you. So if I would say, if you're going to sleep with someone, make sure you got the contract signed first.
Get it right.
Right.
Get it right.
Tell the truth, shame the devil. Get it in writing.
I think you hit the nail on the head, because I think that a lot of girls these days in the industry, they think that that's their way in.
Because they're desperate situations. Yeah. You know, and I mean, I don't knock them for that because you're trying to make it. But I never had to do that. You know, my grandmama always told me when I moved to California, my goal was to sleep on Quincy Jones' doorstep. I'm going to make him hear me. It was nowhere near that easy. I could not even tell you which direction to get to his house at. And the thing is, but she told me before I left Mississippi, she said, no matter what you do, don't stoop any lower than what your morals are. She said, because you can always come back to church and sing. That's been my life.
Amen. But speaking about this beautiful queen next to us, I'm curious to know, what is the most beautiful place that you've ever performed?
Well, I have been all over the world, a lot of beautiful places. You know, my favorite place was to go to perform at was Santorini, which is one of the most.
That's where we want to go.
Yes. Oh my God, you gotta go. I want to go. That is one of the most beautiful places.
Is that
ever
what amnesia?
In Greece. But it was during that time. I was on a 28 day tour. It was a Corona tour, and I ended up writing a song from. It's so funny because the song does not fit Grease, but everything is going to be reflected to Grease with the album cover coming out and everything. Okay. So, but that island, it is so, oh my God.
Really?
It really is. My bedroom, I walked out onto the patio and my bedroom was over the deep blue. It was just over the deep.
That's what everybody
tells us. Not as scary as I am. It didn't bother me. I'm like, look at this. It's like, and we took the ferry there. And I'm looking at this, I'm on this huge thing and I'm going like, are they really putting cars and buses on here? I'm like, this thing gonna sink. This me. So now I'm sitting there and I got those times made me be bolder with adventure. Gotcha. You know, because at first I was like, I gotta bring somebody with me. Like, no, Nellie, we take care of you, no problem. Yeah. And they did. And Johnny, he's my friend to this day. That's what's up. But Santorini, everybody, if you haven't been, put it on your bucket list.
That's our bucket list to go. And Greece, we want to go to Santorini. Yes. That's one of our bucket lists. Yes.
I'm definitely down for that. We gotta book that soon.
Yeah.
Do you have any industry regrets?
Well, I do, but I don't. I would say my regrets were rewards.
Okay.
And I'm saying that because there were a lot of things that I regretted, but I kept pushing through it to continue on, to not let it be something that would hinder me.
Gotcha.
And regrets, I don't regret. I don't regret anything really. I can't even say. I would say it was to get me to this point. Because if I say regrets, it's a lot I can regret. I can regret playing in a club for years and getting paid $100 a night. Or I can regret when I first moved to Chicago and I was getting paid $50 a night and I had to work 7 nights a week to be able to take care of you guys.
Right.
So I could say I regret, but I don't regret it because God was able to. I was able to still pull through the grace of God because it was just me. Yeah. You know, I raised my sons and I raised them fatherless. You know, their father was in their life, but you know, it wasn't like they were there. I was a single mom and I played football with them and dropped them off at the movies and whatever they needed to do.
Yeah.
You know, and so I really don't. I don't have any. I have no regrets. It's the saddest part.
She's true.
What was probably one of the worst experiences you could think that you had dealing with them?
One that she could say on camera, or
right? I won't say those. But you know, Dustin and Larry were pretty good boys. Dwayne is not so bad. He just was spoiled.
They all are good.
But with them, for them, the two of them, they teamed up. They were brothers. And if one did wrong, they both did wrong. And if one hid it, they both hid it. They weren't going to tell me. They knew not to tell me. I would be at a gig and I would call, where y'all at? We're in the house. They waiting on this call. Because as soon as I hang up, they know I'm going back to the stage and they going to hit the street. I learned all that later, but I must admit that I thank God that they were able to handle themselves like that. They had other people that were older that looked over them as brothers that helped me out, you know, and helped it out from them not having a father figure in their life. So they weren't really bad. It's the part that got me is when they got older and told me about it.
And you learned about all of this
when nobody could not have told me that those were my sons that was doing it. So if anything tragic had happened that I had known about, then I would have been like, not my son. So I can understand when a lot of people on TV talk about my son didn't do nothing. Yes, he did. But no, really, they were pretty good boys. My baby son is a different story. He's in a new generation. But he's okay because he's growing now.
He's a good kid.
He just had to grow. You know, he's getting older now and he's doing a lot better. Dwayne, I got you. You're doing a lot better now, and I commend you for that. But I really think you guys were good considering what could have happened.
Yeah.
I will say you did not raise the stereotype, and I'm thankful for that. Like just knowing my husband and his brother, and even all their friends, they're all, you know, decent young men. They take care of their children. Everybody in their circle, they're good dads. They treat women right. Like they open doors and pull out chairs. You instilled that in them a lot, and that's like I can definitely say like. He's spoiled, but I thank you for everything that you
know. And I tell you, everybody, one of my oldest sons' girlfriend once, they was at the house and she was trying on clothes, had her little girlfriends with her and everything, and she goes, "Well, I don't know about y'all mama's boys." I say, "What else are they supposed to be? They mama raising them." I said, "Y'all get out of my house." I put them out. It was.
That was her favorite thing to do.
Don't name them.
Oh, I would put them out in a minute, in a heartbeat. It's just so amazing. I've had beautiful girls that my boys have dated, and I've always had something to say because I was always watching.
All the time.
You know, I was always watching because I wanted the best for them, because I wanted them to have the best, because I didn't have the best. So it was always like, okay, you find a good wife. My thing was, okay, growing up, my boys, I was like, okay, they're gonna play basketball, I'm gonna do this. But the thing about it that was really hard for me is doing it by myself. But my thing was to make sure they got an education, to make sure, and I always had this dream that they was gonna be these big basketball stars, you know, and
I'm 5'9", player.
Well, Larry
they the shortest Travis.
Larry could have been a forward. He could have played. He could have played a guard. He could have been right.
No, Larry could have played
halfback
in football or something.
But I always wanted to. And Dwayne had the height and did and stay, because I ended up helping his coach them. But I always had that dream. But you know, the major dream is that they never got in major trouble. You know, people tried to blame stuff on them, but and I knew that was not the truth, but they tried to, you know, a lot of major stuff they could have done, and it didn't happen, and that's gratefulness, you know, because I was gone a lot, making sure they, you know, I had to tell them once they wanted, they was hollering about Michael Jordan gym shoes, and they didn't want me to buy them no Pumas. Was that you or was that Dwayne? They didn't want any of those. So I said, well, y'all gonna have to get a job, because I don't even pay that much for my gym shoes. They wanted Michael Jordan's, honey. And I'm like, baby, we can't do that. But one thing I can say, they never got what they want, but they always got what they needed.
And we couldn't be mad at it.
Yeah, that's right.
I can go in my closet now and show y'all some stuff, but
you still got that stuff?
No, I got some mics.
Oh,
I was about to say, now I got a spoil.
Oh yeah, that's
now
right.
I got a spoil with the Michael
Mike out.
Mike loud. He waiting on something to come now. Okay, well, I'm sorry, I took over.
No, you good. Go ahead. So,
we're sipping and giggling.
We sipping and giggling. How did having us affect your career, or did it affect your career?
It didn't really affect my career. I think had it not just been, that was my job, and had it not been such a struggle, that I could have had you guys a little more involved in other stuff and you know, different other stuff. But being a single mother is hard. You know, it's always work mostly for single mothers to try to make sure you got food to eat, to try to make sure you got clothes to wear, got a coat, you got to have your school supplies, all of that stuff. I did all that stuff by myself, being a single mother. And the greatest thing that I remember with these guys was when I bought the house. And we moved in there December 16, 1998. And I told the guys, I said, well, you all not getting nothing for Christmas this year. And they were like, this is Christmas. We good. Man. Like, we got a house.
That was a blessing.
They had their own bedrooms too. It was like, that was awesome.
Upstairs and the downstairs.
Yes.
That was a blessing.
Yeah.
That was a blessing.
He still talks about that to this day.
It's a blessing. You know, it's you gotta honor it. I mean, it's a great thing that you are. Yeah. Because a lot of kids just wander off. But you guys have really been good guys, though. Seriously, it still is. And I brag about you all the time.
You have the best example in you.
Yeah.
I mean, you ain't no guy, but you know.
Oh, when I had to be, if I had.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
If I had to put the pants on and pull them up to my waist, you know I was ready.
Should throw down now. Don't get it twisted. My dudes throw down. If you could choose one person to sing with, we're not gonna say dead or alive. If we could choose one person to sing with, that's alive, who would that one person be?
Can I choose two?
Yeah. It's your world.
My first one would be Brian McKnight.
Oh, Brian McKnight.
Brian
McKnight.
That's the country.
They always talk about my country, but you know what? I love it. I wouldn't take nothing for it.
Brian McKnight.
And as you see, when I went to the Fallon Show, there was nothing country about me. I was on my yes, Brian McKnight and Lenny Williams.
Lenny Williams.
You know,
Oh yeah.
Lenny Williams has a song that he just put out. I gotta say this.
Okay.
And I'm hoping he can make it a duet song. The song says, "Have anybody seen my heart?" He said, "Have anybody seen my heart?" He said, "I lost it on the way to loving you." He said, "Have anybody seen my heart?"
Ooh, that sounds dangerous.
He said, "Have anybody seen my heart? It must be somewhere lost in a dream that will never come true." I mean, it's deep, y'all. It's on YouTube.
Lenny, I know you follow us. I know you follow us. You hear it. Sing.
My heart is somewhere out there in a dream that never came true. Never came true. Walking in the park on the rain.
Come on, Lenny.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
You hear it though, Lenny, because y'all know
I heard
Lenny
that
follow
song
us.
and I just lost it. I'm like, oh my God. But those two cats, I could do it. Brian McKnight, I think I would be more like, I'd probably be more background because I'll be too weak to be. I'll be too weak to be singing. We went to see Brian McKnight. We went to a concert. Me and Sonia, my sister.
They got up. Is that when y'all got
Baby,
on
that was the Blues Fest. But we did. We went to see Brian McKnight, and he was singing that song. The slow song. Wait a minute, give me a minute. It's gonna come to me. But anyway, me and Sonya was sitting there, and we sit here, and she looks at me and she goes, "Are you crying about my man?" I said, "No, bitch, you crying about my man." Well, we must have laughed forever. Oh my God, I love Brian McKnight. Oh my God.
So
Brian
might not listen to us, but Lenny, I know you probably listen to us.
Lenny gonna hear me because I'm
y'all hear it. So we need to get that duet hooked up. So come on, hook that up, Lenny. Brian, if you
Brian and
do
Lenny.
it too.
I would love to do that song. And by the way, Lenny just celebrated his 47 years with his wife. Oh my God, they're beautiful.
That's what's
Oh
up.
my God.
I wanna be like them when I grow
years.
up.
Yes.
47.
Yes.
So he.
You
So
ought
that's
to
who
be
we be
together.
talking to then.
You ought to be
We
together.
need to call Lenny. We need to call Lenny. We got a couple more years to go.
Right.
I like those two. I wouldn't have guessed those two.
I definitely wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I knew she's been a fan of Brian McKnight.
Brian McKnight, that's
Yeah.
our boo.
Yeah. But Lenny, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Well, if I had to pick my
Well, the
one,
thing is-
it would be Nellie Tiger Travis.
That's
Me
what
too.
I'm talking about.
I've been trying to get her to train me to sing for the last
Crystal
19
can actually
years.
sing. You don't believe the hype. She can sing. I'm telling you,
I'm gonna
Whitney
sing
Houston,
background.
she can sing for
I'm
real.
gonna sing background for her one.
But Lenny and I did a intimate series, couple of places we were, and I was like, this is so cool because the people were like crazy. They was like 700 deep. It was a smaller venue.
Okay.
And they was like, y'all need to do that some more because, and it was just awesome. You know, like I went to see Jasmine Sullivan once.
Yeah.
She was doing an intimate series.
Chicago.
I'm thinking about doing that. It was off the chain.
I like
That's what's
those
up.
types of environments.
Yes. Where it's just like table candles and maybe a few snacks and just love it.
That's
Just
what's
baby
up.
We
steps.
got it with Blueprint Lounge tour with Jay-Z, so we can do it in hip
Yeah.
hop too.
Yeah.
That's right. I like that.
That's right.
All right, so what was your motivation to push past all of the drama and all of the negativity that one may encounter or that you encountered in the industry, in the music industry? What was your motivation to push past that? When people tried to solicit sex,
Didn't want to
only getting $50, and like, what was your motivation to push past all of that?
My motivation was to not stop moving. each time I encountered, it just made me stronger and made me want to push forward because I know, you know, Mom used to tell us all the time, you're devil busy. See that? He made you get in trouble. Look over in the corner. He's laughing at you. And I look in the corner, I didn't see him, and I'll say, I'll make my tongue out at the... So, yeah. So I would always think about that devil in that corner. So, and I'm like, no, you ain't. And I just push past it. And I've been through a lot, not physically, but mentally and emotionally. It's a really tough industry, and you gotta know your rounds, you know.
Especially
and
woman.
Yes, and everybody that tend to pretend that they are for you, they're not for you. They're for themselves.
Right.
I've experienced that. But it makes me just push on. As you see now, I'm getting ready to just pop up and do what I need to do for me.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when I couldn't, but like back in the years when I couldn't move like I wanted to, money's always of an issue. Yeah. So I put myself in a position where I was able to make, I was able to save, I was able to, now I can just do what I need to do. Yeah. You know, even through the pandemic, I'm still pushing.
God is blessing.
Still pushing, yes, He is, all the time. So I'm still pushing, but the motivation was people talking about me, not in great ways, or people envying me, not knowing me. That was motivational to me to move on, to move past that. Right. And anytime something tends to stumble, humble, or dishumble me, then I go to another direction. Yeah. You know, because there's so many things that you can do. Me being talented, if it's nothing I've even tried, I'm gonna make it work. The biggest accomplishment that I can truly say that I made history with in the Southern Soul market, I truly made history in being the first Southern Soulerner, period, to be on a major television show, to be on a major television
with the show. Roots playing your song.
Internationally known, performing with the Roots.
With the Roots playing your song.
Yes. Ain't that something? Yes. It's so amazing. And when that happened, I was like, you know, and I was just so calm, and everybody was like, you know, after it was over and people would call me and say, how was you so calm? I said, I wasn't trying to be nervous. I had to get it together. Not at all.
Lose yourself in the moment.
I didn't have no fear. I was just ready. It was a task for me. Yeah. So I was ready to face that task, and I did it.
Yeah.
You did it. You did. Slap your weave off. She did on Jimmy Fallon with the Roots. Y'all, like, she was this close to.
Yes.
Because she happens to be in New York City. In fact, there she is with the Roots. Ladies and gentlemen, here to perform her song, Slap Your Weave Off, accompanied by the Roots. Give it up for Nellie, Tiger, Travis!
I heard the talk has been going around. You after my man, and it's all over town. Ask for his number from a couple of his friends. Now what's up with that girl? You know he's my man. I'm gonna slap your weave off. I'm gonna slap your weave off. I'm gonna slap your weave off. If you don't leave my man alone.
Oh, after that it was everywhere. Yeah, it was WGN, it was ICU. Then I did the taxi cab pickup. The karaoke cab.
Yes.
It was so much, and that's the thing too. Had I had someone to just push me, you know, I've had so many people to work for me and they have tricked me, or they've taken money, or they just don't have, they jealous or something like that. So it was just kind of hard, but had I had the right team then, I would have been gone.
Yeah, be honest.
I would have been out, but you know, it's all in God's time. I'm still doing it. I'm not going to stop. And one thing that I know from Ed Townsend from years ago, one thing I learned from him, knowing that success is overnight. It can be, for me, it can be tomorrow. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's how quick it happens. That's why you can't ever stop. Because one thing about it, if you stop, it can't be there for you.
Right.
You know.
Come on. That's a word to our grind.
Yeah, you're right.
Can't stop.
You miss every shot that you don't take.
That's right. That's right.
Thing that I did love that a lot of people don't know about is Medea doing Mr. Sexy Man.
Yeah.
That was a big one too.
And you know, people ask me all the time, was that Medea for real?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Can you not hear her? Do you think I would actually be taking a chance on playing something that wasn't Tyler Perry?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
So Tyler Perry actually
and
has
it was an
big ups
awesome.
to Tyler Perry.
And the thing, yes, big ups to Tyler. The greatest thing about it was when he spoke on that song. I was doing 26 days in France.
Okay.
So I'm sitting in the lobby at the hotel after we done been to most of the country parts of the country performing, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking at Facebook and it's going, oh, Nellie, you made it. Now Tyler Perry talking about you. And I'm sitting here saying, that can't be me. That's gotta be, I said, that's gotta be the other Nellie, the rapper. I Skyped Chris. I Skyped my daughter-in-law. And I said, Crystal, I said, they got it. I said, you gotta find it. She found it and dropped it down to the second to where where he was talking about me at. And I sat there in the lobby and was crying. Yeah. Just tears of joy, and everybody's gonna be okay. It's okay. And I'm happy. That was a moment.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Tyler
a moment.
Perry. So Tyler, we know you watch us too.
Shout out to
Tyler Perry knows this name. Trust me.
Right.
Oh, he knows.
Trust me. And I live in Atlanta now. In case you don't
right
know.
down the street.
Right.
Yes.
So
he just made the Forbes list, I believe.
Man,
yes. Kudos.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
You know the type of person he is. They're always helping people. So imagine how many people he's gonna bless.
He's
man.
giving a lot.
Crazy.
Back.
It's crazy.
He's
Congratulations to you, my brother.
My name, I'm on his radar. I'm pretty sure.
It's coming.
Oh yeah.
It's coming.
Oh yeah.
And yes, that is me in the video, Mr. Sexy Man.
I saw you when you stepped into the club.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Do you ever read, do you ever look at the comments under there?
Mm-mm. You asked me that before. I gotta go back
comments.
Baby, they know your wife and them white pants in that blue shirt.
Oh, the white pants.
Let me tell you. But I'm going to tell you something this guy did the other day. This guy said, this is a really nice song. Said, but how did you change clothes out of the limo if you're going to the nightclub? Now, my first thing said, okay, get smart with him. And my second thing said, that's a good question. Because I started watching the video, I'm like, why would he pay such close attention to that? I'm like, I wish I'm gonna have to put it up in the limo.
Y'all was cute.
Yeah.
And then y'all.
But then I think I wrote last night. I think I told him that that we were. Oh, I know what I told. I told him we got out the limo and we changed clothes.
That was it.
That's simple
But
as
wait a
that.
minute. When I saw that, it's been up there for 2 weeks. I just responded because I didn't know what to say at first. And I'm like, I try not to hurt, to try not to go hard at fans and stuff because it made so much sense. But I made sure I put a heart by it so he knows that it was all love.
Yeah.
Girl, you have to watch
have
that.
to go back and
they
read
said,
the
oh, that
comments.
one in them white pants and that she killing it. And
I
because
couldn't
you know
watch
what
it
we did because
Y'all did the thing.
But
I had to learn the line dance.
I think I put on there and said it's called a video.
Yeah,
But that was an amazing thing too, that shoot. And now we're over 14 million.
So y'all know I'm in that.
So that means
over
14 million people see me messing up them dance.
Oh no, not like James.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know how Chris was still in still.
I had beat.
You could
like,
tell
oh,
James.
But Uncle make up his own in a minute. Like,
He like, I don't care what dance y'all do. We was doing a line
And then he
dance.
talking about, forget, I'm gonna do my own.
and if anybody has ever seen me step, that's where I get that little leg kick from.
From Uncle James?
I get it from Uncle James.
Oh my God.
This has been amazing.
Man,
I'm so
It's
thankful
awesome.
that you came to grace us with your presence.
Absolutely.
Can my granddaughters come over here and just take a bow because this is your grandmother's thing today.
Look, and these her babies. They
Look at her.
Like,
some way she birthed them through me, but they are just like
These
her.
are my babies.
These my babies. My babies.
And the other one, he's somewhere.
Okay, Fabio.
And the dog want to come in.
Come on,
too.
Fab. You can come too. Can you get up here?
Come here, buddy.
Get up there.
I don't know
That's
if
his
you
boy.
can see him in there.
That's who feed him all the food out the kitchen, so he come and get him.
That's
Say hi, Fabio.
Hey,
You might get the
get
most
your tail
likes.
away
Look
from
at the
the
camera. But thank you so much for just coming up and spending time with us.
This has been fun, and it was good to get away from the ATL for a minute. So,
and we got to come down there.
Yes, we do.
You all got to come down there and stay.
So, any more questions? Y'all got any questions y'all want to ask Grandma about the industry? Don't want to. They sing.
Well,
too.
my
They be
baby
trying to
girl, I
act
know
like
both of them. Both of them sing too, by the way. And they're gonna come up just like my baby boy. He does beats. He got really nice beats. This one sings, and we get ready to work and do some stuff together to get him out, so that he can. And Crystal too. Crystal sings. My other son, my oldest son, he raps, but he's not a singer, but he's got talent. They all got talent. They can't help but have
it's
talent.
in the Travis genes, man.
It's in our genes. And I have another grandson. I have 2 other grandsons, and I have another granddaughter. My mini-me. That's my mini-me, and I got a mini-me.
Yeah.
So.
And she sing too.
She does.
Yeah. Oh my God! Did that come up the other day?
Yeah.
You know, as your
memory.
Yeah, I saw that.
But I was crying, and I'm like, she would have broke a glass.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She killed Mariah
We're gonna have to
Carey.
get her. We have to get her an opera.
She's gonna be a good one.
Links, but we'll make sure to post the link to
Yes.
Pep Your Man at Home.
Yeah.
We gotta post that at the top. Y'all make
Yes.
sure that y'all download it, go to it on all the platforms, and visit the Nellie Tiger Travis YouTube and Facebook page. She always is posting content. And yeah, that's it. That's all.
Yeah, visit the website. She got merchandise.
Mr. Sexy Man shirts.
Yeah, jacket,
Fan page.
everything.
Make sure to visit the Nellie Tiger Travis fan page on Facebook.
Yes.
That's right.
You have Instagram?
I do have IG, Nellie Travis.
Nellie Travis on Instagram. We'll put all the links to all on social media. But make sure you go get the new single, Kept Your Man at Home, and we will be waiting for the Amnesia album.
Yes.
We're waiting.
Yes, that's going to be awesome, and I'm gonna. It's not just gonna be the album. I'm gonna work and try and get the video at the same time.
Oh wow!
Snapping.
Now I want to be in that one too.
Yes.
Oh,
what do we call this? Travis.
Toasting with the Travis.
So I'm Chris.
And I'm Travis.
And this is Nellie Tiger Travis.
I'm Mama.
That's Mama.
And you are
Toasting with the Travises.
Toasting with the Travises.